Welcome to Content Critters. I am Wisa, here to condense the latest RPG news so you don't have to. Assassin's Creed Valhalla's narrative director Darby McDevitt talks about creating a coherent character with a coherent personality in Eivor. He answers a question from GhostShip23 on Reddit, which is, how has the writing team ensured a strong characterization for both versions of the character? That's a good question, and McDevitt dives in by responding that the team has referred to other RPGs, although no specifics have been provided, to come up with two options. The first is to start with a blank slate. Whatever choices you make adds up to shape the type of character you intend to be as you progress in the game. The second option is to allow the player to choose from a curated list of dialogue options based on a spectrum that Eivor falls under. In the video, he gives the example of an NPC lying to you. So you either have the choice to call him out bluntly or to wait and see if you can extract additional information. This is what Ubisoft has decided to go for in order to have a complete and coherent Eivor by the end of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, regardless if the character is male or female. This allows Eivor to, quote, exist in a coherent space and have a coherent personality that accompanies the mystery surrounding him or her. There are still a lot of questions about his answer, which didn't give us much beyond what we already know about choice-based RPGs.
You're wrong, and whenever you're wrong, you just spout gibberish.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I mean. You know what
However, when I look at Valhalla as a whole compared to Odyssey, the choices we make might have much more weight, and that's because of the settlement. The settlement is where we'll supposedly see the fruits, or lack thereof, of our labor and choices. It's where we forge alliances and start most of our quests. We don't have this home base in Odyssey. Choices back then aren't as impactful. Making one entails a certain NPC to die, resulting in harder subsequent quests. Basically, your decisions change how you approach certain quests without having much bearing on the story, which still has the same beginning and somewhat same end. I'm also not certain about how to feel with regard to the male or female Eivor, since choosing either won't make changes in how you approach the game. They are the same person, but with different genders. In an interview with creative director Ashraf Ismail, when asked if the dialogue in quests will be the same regardless if the character is a male or female, he said, well, in that manner of speaking, yes, it is the same. However, I don't want to spoil anything. So there may still be hope for us, wishing for Ubisoft to take these choices to the next level in Valhalla. Are you satisfied with McDevitt's answer? Why or why not? Let me know down below. Next up, we have Wasteland 3's second dev diary, where studio head Brian Fargo and senior writer Nathan Long discuss the game's story and world. In this post-apocalyptic wasteland, your goal is to rebuild the society with your squad of desert rangers. This only becomes possible with the help of the Patriarch of Colorado if you help him with his problems. What continues to remain interesting is the amount of options you have, especially when it comes to making morally changing decisions that affect how the world watches over you. One example is allowing Vic Buchanan, a crazy Joker-like figure, to join your party, which shakes up the dynamics among your party mates and everyone around you. This results in the world reacting to what you've allowed to happen. Fargo elaborates that choosing Buchanan can lead to fighting with a group who you've been friends with previously due to the amount of questions they pose. Some of the results of your choices won't be immediately apparent, to the point that, for example, after 10 hours of doing something, you run into a group of people talking about this specific deed. This is how the world continuously watches over your actions. At any point in time, whatever you end up doing, there will be consequences, especially when it comes to Wasteland 3's multiple endings. One major change the team did is to shift conversations into first-person perspective, adding to the game's level of immersion. I'm excited to dive into Wasteland 3's universe because we don't have that many games where choices carry so much weight in the story, that multiple outcomes are even possible. What are you most excited for in Wasteland 3? So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know your answers to my questions in the comment section below. If you enjoy the video, remember to share, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications when new videos come out. Take care, and I'll see you again this week. Tired. Why am I so tired? It's only 12:51.